The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Gobert, Randall out there with McDaniels. Then there's Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. And for the Lakers, Hachimura out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Doncic, and it's LeBron James. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Hachimura. Ayton trying to break free, and that one's good. Hachimura. In the middle of the season, Doris, some teams now just beginning to find their stride, their rhythm. How do they now maintain it?
Yeah, I think at this point of the year, you've established your rotation. Players know when they're going to come in, when they might be subbed out. I think it's about sort of finding, keeping, and maintaining that rhythm and execution that should be very, very well ingrained in your guys' habits.
I know you've played this way, but when you know your role, when you know the minutes and the rhythm, as we were just talking about, I think for a player that's huge. Am I correct?
You are. Know your role and star in your role.
Randall passes to Edwards, and that one drops.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Minnesota. James outside. Ayton trying to break free. A shot by LeBron, no good. Edwards inside. Here's Gobert. Passes it to Randall. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. James, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound. Hachimura lays it up and banks it in. Hachimura's got his second basket of the night.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
Here's DiVincenzo. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Oklahoma City. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Got a piece of it. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. That gives them the lead.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Edwards defending. Pass to James. And James throws it down.
If you're going to step in front of LeBron James, we're going to question your sanity. Just a freak of nature.
Edwards passes to Randall. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Edwards. 37 points in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Lakers lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late-game situations.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you could see the results.
So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Randall. Clark is out there with Conley. Then there's Edwards. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Doncic, no good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Back to Conley. Lock at 6. It's a hand on it.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
One dilemma that jumps out at me with the Timberwolves, over the years they have been an excellent offensive rebounding team. It's the other end, the defensive backboards, where they have had some problems.
Here's Smart. Off target from three-point range. Clark, the pass to Reed. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Doris, you're right. Over the last 5 seasons, the Timberwolves have been the absolute worst defensive rebounding team in the NBA.
And it's hard to understand, Kevin, because they have created second chance opportunities for themselves, only to give it back on the other end. That's the kind of thing that can be demoralizing for your defense. You get a stop, but you don't finish the possession with a rebound. That can wear you out physically and mentally.
Vincent's checked in for the Lakers. 1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Count that one.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
Conley finds Randall. And the pass to Edwards. Hits it from three-point range. Edwards got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the flow.
They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Floats it up for Randall.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Vincent. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Now here's Edwards. Guarded closely. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I was super impressed with their shot today. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, they spent a lot of time away from the basket offensively. They need to get in the paint, Ernie. Whether it's running the offense through the low post or on dribble drives, pick and rolls, get into the paint.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Doris, who are some of your favorite players to interact with, interview, and question as you go through the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys. I think, certain people really give a lot of thought to their answers. So a Kyrie Irving, he wants to explain what he's thinking. He's willing to share and take a moment and consider the question. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, all of these guys, when I ask a question, Kev, they'll pause for a moment, consider the question, and then respond. And for somebody who's got to interview, there's nothing greater than having those guys willing to take some time with me.
Doris, and you always get great answers from them too, so there's a great rapport there, I can see. You've got Luka Doncic. LeBron James is out there with Hachimura. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. That's the Laker 5. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. James in the post. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
There's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic and a pretty pass right there.
Right wing. Here's Edwards. Makes it off the glass. Edwards got 9.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
He misses the free throw. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Good on the second free throw.
It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
Here's DiVincenzo, guarded by Doncic. Pass to McDaniels. There's the triple. It's good from long range. McDaniels got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Doncic outside. Here's Ayton, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Minnesota gets called for the foul.
I tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
That free throw, no good. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
He hits the second from the line. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's DiVincenzo. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Clark. Three-pointer. Drops in the tray. Clark's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
James, the bounce pass. Lakers passing it around. 23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Dishes it to Ayton. That shot misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Edwards. Gobert is out there with Conley. And it's Reed in at the 4-man position. Minnesota leading by 4. There's the pass to Edwards. Conley with it. There's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Conley's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Reed misses. And Los Angeles guys shooting around 41% on the night. Pass to Vincent. There's the dish to James. Passes it to Hachimura. Ayton against Gobert. 6 to shoot. On the wing, James. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Edwards with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Edwards, that's good.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Here's Vincent, covered by Conley. LeBron, left side. Count that one.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're up by 7. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. And with this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
We talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Oh, here's Edwards. Defense right on him. So the wing on the left. Here's DiVincenzo. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Doncic.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. And Edwards with the stop.
Timeout. And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 9. There's 45 seconds left in the game. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Vincent. Hits the three-point bomb.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And the Timberwolves with possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Randall no good. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Smart with the ball. Now defended by Randall. But they get it back. Here's Doncic. His three-pointers off the mark. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Shooting Minnesota. Julius Randle at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 8. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seven seconds left to play in the final quarter. Vincent's shot is good. And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Minnesota. Number 4. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. So so the Timberwolves take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job of, they obviously can score the ball, but getting us into things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led you to a win tonight, Julius. Thank you for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.